That was a good salad. Who's gonna do the dishes?
Hi, I'm Ho Shun Ho. I'm living in Vancouver, BC, Canada, unceded territory of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I am an immigrant to Canada from China.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrea coming to you from Victoria, but more importantly known as unceded Akwesasne territory of the Lekwungen-speaking peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt First Nations, and I am an immigrant from the United States of America.
Welcome to Dishes Out. We're here to respond to ridiculous comments, the naysayers, and the negative stereotypes.
Yes, we're not going to let harmful and hateful comments have the last word. We're dishing it out, spilling the tea, and breaking down the words that divide, harm, and hurt.
So join us every Friday for a new episode.
Dishes out. Hey, we're back. Hi, Ocean.
Thank you for coming to our Dishes Out again.
Yes, you, the audience, are going to be blown away by our witty banter. Believe me, you're going to be so
You will
blown
also
away.
be blown away
Yeah.
by this week's comment.
Yeah, this week's comment is a doozy. So wherever you are, audience, please have a seat. You might want to sit down
Hold
for
on to
this.
something.
Yes,
Yeah, hold on to
you're
something
going to get blown
like
away.
firm. So,
Yes.
exactly. Make sure that maybe you have some water with you.
Yeah,
Make
because
sure,
this
okay?
is something that has never been said before. This is something that's very new, and that's
Yeah,
why we're
very,
responding original. It's
very original.
masterpiece of creativity, this
Oh,
comment
what
right here.
comment is
Yes,
it's like poet.
it
This
is.
guy, this comment is the poet.
This
Okay, the
poet.
comment
Yes.
is, yeah.
Yes. Do you want to
We
read it,
also received on
Hoshin?
our TikTok. Yeah, we'll
Yes.
read it. On
Okay.
our TikTok and our Instagram, which
Mhm.
please follow us on our TikTok and Instagram is Canadian Salad.
Yes,
You can
please
find us
do.
easily.
If you want to leave
Yes.
creative comments.
You're always welcome to leave creative comments,
Yes.
please. Okay, the comment is most Canadians had no problem buying a house or finding stable employment. Now we are having to compete with one another for basic necessities. That's why Canadians are against immigrants.
Wow. Wow.
I know, wow.
So
So
most
this person
Canadian, yeah. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
this person thinks all the problem they have about buying a house or finding stable income is the immigrants' problem.
Yeah, didn't we tell
So
you,
original.
audience, so new. This is, I don't know. This is like the Mona
Never heard of.
Lisa of immigrant comments. This is a work of
Should
art.
frame,
We
should frame
should.
it into a
We
museum.
here. This person doesn't even know how famous they're becoming because they're so original. Yeah, blaming immigrants because they can't buy a house or find a stable job. Okay. We should ask this person, do they remember a pandemic happened? One. Should we ask this person too that during the 2008 collapse, the housing collapse in the States, Canada actually escaped that because Canada does a very different kind of loan mortgage system. So while it did, so everyone else plummeted, but Canada didn't.
Hmm.
Canada stayed at its median. And from there, it just kept
Hmm.
on growing. So you got to tell
Hmm.
that person that thing. Number two. Number three, if you're competing with another person for basic necessities, I'm going to just break it to this person if they're listening. That's not an immigrant's fault. That's
Mm.
your beautiful, lovely consumer capitalism's fault. It's systemic, buddy.
Yes.
It's systemic.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. It's the comment.
Dude, obviously, this person has maybe experienced a lot of privilege because all of a sudden things are getting tougher. And I'm not going to negate that there have been people who are on the lower income brackets that have to work really hard.
Hmm.
That's immigrants included. So I don't want to negate anyone's difficult work. But if you're competing with one another for basic necessities, that's not immigrants' fault, sir. That's the fault of one, high rises in inflation. Actually, I read the other day that without immigrants, that the inflation cost would be up an additional 10%. That if we didn't have
Hmm.
immigrants here in this country, inflation costs would be even higher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing. I think a lot of people, when they blame all this economic problem of the immigrants, they don't think of the other issue is like Canada as a country, we have without immigrants, we have very our population numbers are not
Mhm.
great. When
Mhm.
population number is not great, it means your demand is low in general.
Yeah.
When demand is low and supply does not change,
Mhm.
how is it going to be?
Mhm.
It's going
We
to be a
all
lot of
leave.
it.
You
Yeah.
stop people from coming here. So everything's going to be more
Hmm.
affordable. Everything's going to be easier to access. You won't have to compete. I mean, competition is a colonial structure. That's what you do. Every man out for his own. No one's out for the community. And I feel just compelled to lean more into community because guess what? That system does not work on its own. It doesn't support an individual the way that a lot of other people, a lot of underrepresented people groups have already known for a long, long time.
Exactly.
And the thing
I
is,
agree.
this person, I want to say, you know what? The colonial system was made up. We can make up a new system. We can fix this without
We can,
blaming immigrants.
like socialism, for example.
Yeah,
Well, socialism definitely is a way better system. You can do that instead. The so-called a lot of economic difficulty now we're facing, especially now we're facing, is as you mentioned, maybe is because of mostly because of capitalism.
mhm.
And if we find out, and the answer for a lot of our this social difficulties is not kicking immigrants out or limiting
No.
immigrants, is creating a better system like socialism to make
Mhm,
sure equal distribution of wealth and resources.
mhm.
You know,
Or a
like even
matriarchy, more women in power.
mm, I like that, which we have
Mhm.
also talked about it in another episode
Yeah,
about the
exactly.
future is female.
Yes, yes. You're welcome.
Is female.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. We can try new things. It's not like we're stuck. And I feel like we accept this idea that this is how we've always done things, this is how it always needs to be. While it works for some people, it doesn't work for everyone, and that's the issue. No one should have to
Exactly.
compete for basic necessities. That's not a
I
well-run
agree.
country or government or system.
But that's the thing, right? Government likes to always put all this problem to immigrants. That's a narrative they create so they can put immigrants as scapegoat. So the
Sure.
government or the parties, whoever in charge, so they don't need to, even though it's
TikTokers.
really their problem. Yeah, it's
Mhm,
their problem. Right? Is if the
mhm,
society is lacking basic necessities for everyone, that is
mhm.
not immigrants' fault. It's the society's fault.
Yeah,
They let in that many people, and then they don't consider the resources they have. That is the government's problem. It's never the immigrants.
yeah.
So if you have problem accessing housing, accessing stable employment, or even food, don't blame your immigrants, but blame the system. Blame the system, blame
Mhm,
the government in power. Go vote
mhm,
if you really have a problem
mhm.
with it.
Be the
Change the
change.
narrative.
Yeah, exactly,
Exactly. Oh my
exactly.
god. Big
Yes,
E. Nuh-uh.
I know. But this Mona Lisa really quick became like a one-year-old's drawing, which, you know what? I would take a one-year-old's drawing over this comment because a one-year-old's drawing would be way more original than so
I
and
agree.
so common
They're
commenter,
creative.
TikToker.
The year-olds are
Yes.
the one-year-olds are
Mhm,
very creative,
mhm.
more
They
creative than
are.
this person, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
Dishes out today.
This is our dishes out. So keep dishing it out, folks. If you listen and you don't like us, let us know. And we will let you know what we think. Oh boy. Lucky you. But we do. We love these comments. And this is why we talk about them because we're not trying to dehumanize this person in any way. But we really need to talk about these issues because we're not talking about them. We just talk about immigrants. Guess what? Immigrants are going to talk about immigrants. Let immigrants build that narrative and that story, not all y'all non-immigrants,
Mhm.
right? Anyway,
Exactly.
that's my
Let
sermon.
let's let us defend ourselves.
That's right. That's right. So we
Exactly.
wish you all who are listening a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Canadian Salad is written and produced in British Columbia, Canada by Hoshin Ho and Andrea McCoy. Theme music is by Naver Avetyan from Pixabay.
I like oranges with my salad.